Good morning, good morning. Man, it is 10:02, September 3rd, Tuesday, day after Labor Day. What does that mean? Means nothing. Means all y'all are getting back to work, getting back to school, and life has resumed normal again. That's what that means. We are live as it comes with a slight delay on your screen back at home. Hope you're watching us either at News 6 Plus, clickorlando.com, or the News 6 app where it just streams right there on the home screen. You pop that up, have it playing on the background. I am in a community where we visited last year. I haven't been out here yet this year, but I'm in the Pine Hills area in west unincorporated portions of Orange County. And I am looking at an intersection from a viewer, and I want to give this viewer a shout out for bringing me out here today. So that viewer was Jean Marie. Sent me out here and sent me an email. I'm going to read the email. We live in the Pine Hills area, and I'm currently at the intersection right now at Pine Hills Road and Londonderry Road. So the viewer goes on to say, we have seen 4 crashes so far. She said accident, but I fixed that. 4 crashes in the last 4 months that they've lived there. When are they going to change the timing of the traffic light? The crash was at 6 a.m. in the morning. Thank God nobody was killed. So the viewer went on to talk about this intersection. So I am here this morning at Pine Hills Road at Londonderry Road. And behind me currently is a community. This is a residential portion. On the other side, there's some apartments. And just south of here, there's a school. But this is my problem already, guys. I'm already stressing. I need something to drink. I'm already stressing. You guys are going to get rare form Trooper Steve, I think, during this one. Because I just can't keep it contained. Nobody can drive out here. Nobody. It's horrible. Horrible. Trash driving that I have seen probably in the most recent thing I can think of. The vehicles, since I've been sitting out here since 9:30 and getting out here, horrible driving. Everyone's on their phone. Improper passing. Obstruction of a traffic control device, meaning I just watched 2 people come out here at the light over to my right here, those 2 lanes, two vehicles, one to go right, one to go left, and they both sat there for a full light rotation. Now, these are, I'm trying to see how they are infrared censored lights, meaning we talked about these. It has a device on top of the camera, on top of the traffic signal that lets them know when a vehicle comes. So it's not going to change until the light comes. So here comes a vehicle that's on Londonderry, facing westbound, approaching Pine Hills to head southbound. So they should have their turning signal on. They don't. So we're going to watch it. The light is going to pick up that they're there, and it's going to cycle. The key to this is you got to be paying attention, y'all. And that's why the light cycles so fast. I do want to time it, actually, and we are going to time it briefly here real quick. Once this light turns green, we're going to time this traffic light to a T to see exactly how long this light is. So we're going to watch. Still red. North and southbound Pine Hills still has the green, and we're waiting for Londonderry to get the green, because one of the questions from Jean, boom, light is green. So it's cycled to allow for those 2 lights. The sensor's picking up that no one else is currently there, and it is now cycling. 10 seconds. 10-second green for 2 cars. In my mind, that's totally okay. The problem is when people aren't paying attention and they're stuck right here on their device and they're not paying attention to what's happening. So what I'd like to do is we're going to drive Pine Hills. We'll come in here just to show you this intersection. We'll go over a few things. Speed out here is trash. We've seen a few clowns, but they don't count because we weren't live yet. So maybe we can get that clown meter up a little bit. So let's hit the road. I'm going to put my hater blockers on, and we'll go for a drive and check this out. So let's come out of the median. and we'll go north initially here. All right, so we're going to look to our left. A little. See, this is another thing. You should probably not make a right out of here on red. Why? I can now the camera's foggy, but I can barely see left. So I'm going to sit here. I'm not going to make a right. There is no right on red sign, but there probably should be. So now we got the green, and we'll come on out. Plenty of signs out here that say pedestrian crossing to watch out. And if you're seeing what I'm seeing, look, crosswalk marked, says stop here when pedestrians are present. So they do have some pedestrian extra crossing signs that are present here, but you're also on the southbound end, you are entering into a school zone. So we're going to make a right here on Indian Hill Road. So I'm not going to be able to make a right on Indian Hill because we'd end up in someone's house. We're going to keep on going straight. And then we'll make a U-turn. How about that? I think that's a great idea. Let's come up here to the next intersection. We'll make a left here on Palisades Drive. So if you're joining us this morning, first and foremost, good morning. I hope you're having a good start to your Tuesday. I am functioning off of about 2.5 hours of sleep, so I am barely with you guys right now, but this is fun, and this is what keeps us going, right? All right, so we're at Pine Hills Road. We're going to head south. We're north of Londonderry, of the intersection in question, saying that the timing needs to be adjusted. That there have been several crashes out in the area. And I tell you, the scary part about this, guys, there's debris all over the shoulder and the median showing previous crashes. So we're now southbound along Pine Hills Road, coming up on Indian Hill Road. That's the traffic light that we're going under right now. I don't know why that car is honking at me. I'm doing 35 miles an hour in a 40 zone, and I passed him. So chill out. So as we can see, look, signs out here, road work. So there's also construction taking place out here. Signs that indicate pedestrian crossing. There's a pedestrian crossing right there. We're going to go over it. Here's that Londonderry intersection. This is the intersection in question, but look at the ground here, guys. It's filthy. Crash debris everywhere. There's damage pieces left on the side. But what is right here on my left? There is a school. And then the speed goes from 40. Now we go to 30. And I'm doing 30 mile an hour. But even the cars behind me coming. Gosh, these cameras are fogged up today. Not the best driving when it comes to people's behavior out here. So that's going to be the contributing factor. Number one is it's driver's fault out here, guys. But I will say, unfortunately, I haven't seen not one marked patrol unit in the past hour that I've been here. Look at this guy. Look at this out front. Look at this one. We got a clown going the wrong way. Clown going the wrong way. Came into the intersection, and they don't have seatbelts. Ladies and gentlemen, clown number one. And what was it? What was it? It was a Nissan Altima. It was a Nissan Altima. If you drive a Nissan Altima, I'm sorry, but I'm a little biased. And I'm going to use the expression, training and experience has allowed my opinion of that. You guys need to chill out. You guys give Nissan Altimas a horrible time, but this is the point. There is construction out here. There are traffic issues out here, and yet you have people going against traffic, running a red light in an intersection to bypass things when they could have just pulled a U-turn up there. Stupid. My gosh. That was definitely clown. But that's the kind of stuff that contributes to crashes. What if that happened out here at Londonderry? Much busier intersection than the one we were just at, and a crash could happen. So we're approaching Londonderry. There are pedestrian signs here as well. So you should be cautious either way whenever you're coming out here, right? So this is the intersection in question, and already you can kind of see the debris out in the roadway. So we have had crashes out here. The light has turned green. I'm going to make a right onto Londonderry here, crossing over a crosswalk. I am now in the community, it says welcome to the Londonderry Hills neighborhood. Well, I don't know why you're just stopped there in the middle of the road. So we're going to continue into this community out here. We'll get turned back around. So the viewer, Jean Marie, she talks about the timing of that light. I'm going to be honest, I don't think there is a major timing issue. The bigger problem is when cars don't go, right? So stick with me on this journey. When say you're a driver, right? You're at a red light, and I'm going to make you the guilty one. You get on your phone, right? Which is legal in the state of Florida to be on when your light is red. But when that light turns green, your hand should be completely free. So what happens? We try to overcompensate for things. All of a sudden, you're going to accelerate quick. The two cars behind you are so upset that you held them up. What are they going to do? They're going to run the red light. And then what occurs? North and southbound Pine Hills has the green. They're going to go. And then that crash occurs. All because one person's distraction or lack of attention to what's taking place around them is messing people up. So you're influencing other people's behavior. Is that an excuse? No, it's not. I'm just trying to figure out what exactly is taking place, because I do not believe it's a traffic light timing problem. I genuinely don't, because the type of sensors we have at this intersection are there to pick up how much traffic is there and then adjust the light accordingly. Does that make sense? If it was on a stuck rotation, it would not have that. So if you look up way up ahead of us here, whatever. I'll go here to the intersection. We keep on driving. So here, I approach this intersection. I'm westbound on Londonderry, approaching Pine Hills here. Look at the top of the traffic light. That is not a camera. That is an infrared sensor telling the traffic light that, hey, there's someone next in line. Start the cycle. So we're going to put our turning signal on, and we'll go when the light turns green. I know, common sense, right? But you also need to pay attention out here for these pedestrians on these bicycles. Look right here. He has a sign that says do not cross, and almost got whacked. Almost. Thank goodness we're in results 1 and paying attention, because that guy's not paying attention. So let's give it. You know what? Guy on the little tricycle, you're clown number 2. So we have 2 clowns here, because that guy almost risked his life crossing there. And that's the point here. I'm trying to secretly drive home a message. We create 90% of the problems on the roadway, and in return, what you're doing are affecting probably 20, 30 other people. But if that guy on his little electric bicycle, tiny little thing, if he was paying attention, the hand said stop, do not cross, and about 5 seconds before that, I got the green light. Not good, right? Not good for him. That could have been another statistical crash. Another crash that we're reporting on being like, oh my gosh, look what these clowns are doing out here. And a clown, ladies and gentlemen, equal opportunity. Anybody can be a clown in any neighborhood at any time, anywhere here in Central Florida. It's your behaviors that give you that clown category. And when you do things that are just obviously clownish, you're going to get that little stamp here on Trooper Steve on patrol. So Pine Hills and Londonderry, obviously it's going under a lot of work. This Pine Hills area as a whole is going under a lot of different work. You can see out here there's some new signage. I noticed that when I got here. It's Silver Star and Pine Hills, which is the 2 intersections south of where we are patrolling this morning. So light turns green. Let's flow a little further south here. Nice new signage up here. Look how nice this sign is out in the intersection. Pine Hills off to the right-hand side there. Trying to really spruce this area up. This area is mostly older residential, middle to lower income, and it is nice to see that the county and the city are out here doing the right thing, and that's making sure that this area looks beautiful. And since we are here, this is a little somber location for me. This is where Deputy Norman Lewis was killed, right here, a little further south of this intersection. Actually, no. Yeah, a little further south of this intersection, where my friend was killed on his motorcycle several years ago, 2016. talk about Deputy Norm often. Deputy Norm was dedicated to traffic safety, and he was out in this area all the time. And you want to talk about a man that could write you a ticket and you would drive away thanking him for that experience. That's how awesome of a guy he was. But he took traffic safety very seriously. If his kickstand was going down on that motorcycle, you were getting a ticket. But he was the kindest, most gentle giant I think any law enforcement officer could say that they have met, because just a really, really good guy. Being out here this morning reminded me of my buddy Big Norm, Master Deputy Norman, Deputy First Class, Norman Lewis, motorcycle guy. Knew him for a long time. But if you're joining us this morning, we're out here along Pine Hills. I'm going to get turned around here in a second, and we'll head back north so that we can check out that intersection one last time. But when you look at the infrastructure of Pine Hills Road and Londonderry Road, there's not much wrong with it. I will say I don't like the westbound exit from Londonderry, because the shrubbery that's there really blocks your vision coming out. So probably not highly recommended for you to make a right on red out of that area. So just be careful. But when it comes to the lighting of that intersection, it looks pretty good to me, guys. When I tell you I don't see a major problem when it comes to the time. Look at this. Let's go. Sitting here on a green light. All right, let's pull here off of Balboa, and we'll get turned around. It is so beautiful out this morning, but make sure you don't get deceived by this, guys, please. Storms are coming. It is a rainy day, 70% chance of rain. Chief Meteorologist Candace Campos giving it to you. We also will be introducing a new member of our team soon, of our weather team, adding another meteorologist. So that will be pretty cool. But we're going to head back north here on Pine Hills Road from Balboa, kind of a trip back. But let's observe what's going on. We've already seen 2 clowns this morning, one very severe, wrong way against traffic, running red light, and just continued on with their day. And then another one that I don't even truly think he knows how close of a crash he contributed. And it's our pedestrians. It's teamwork out here. So you had a pedestrian on a sidewalk that the pedestrian signal saying, don't cross Londonderry. And here they go. 3 seconds later, my light turns green. My job is to what if. So my biggest problem out here that's going to cause me stress today, and my elevation and voice, guys, is the amount of distractions that people are choosing to do in their cars, and you guys just sit at traffic lights here. I don't understand it. Or you'll just sit in your travel lane staring down at your lap because your phone's there. I don't get it. When I get in my car, even when I get in results 1, guys, the faster I'm done talking to y'all, the better. Because I just want to get to where I'm going. Why anyone wants to sit out here this long is science to me. I tell you, it's really, really weird. So we're about to approach Silver Star on Pine Hills here. Our next intersection is Hernandez Drive, so that's going to be the next traffic light that we go through. Hopefully it's green. It is not. So let's watch. Is this guy going to... Look how fast that van's going. Is he going to stop? Is he going to stop? Is he going to stop? Nope. Ran the red light. No. Oh my gosh. Clown number 3. Man. So there's just so many little things you guys are contributing out here that makes the Pine Hills commute such a pain. And I talk just like this about Kissimmee. You guys are nowhere close to Kissimmee, so be happy about that. Like, nowhere close to Kissimmee. Kissimmee traffic's the worst in Central Florida. But out here, the driving, even on a nice summer, August, September morning, people are in and out, no turning signals, stuck on their phone, running red lights, and some of the speed is outrageous. I'm in a 40-mile-an-hour zone currently. You know what would be a really good idea? I need to get my team to install vehicle radar equipment so we can do this while we're driving, and I can tell you how fast cars are going. I know my producer Thomas right now is probably like, I don't know about all that, because that's like a $3,000 investment. But it would make some really good visuals, and that's what we're all about, right? All right, so this is the south end of this intersection of what we talked about. I'm going to move into the right lane. I'm here at Pine Hills and Silver Star. It's the last time we're going to go through the intersection as we head north here, and we're talking about the two more lights north from here. Pine Hills and Londonderry, and the viewer was really questioning the fact that maybe, just maybe, the light timing is off. It's not. It is an infrared indicator, meaning it goes with what the traffic is presented. So if a car sits there and doesn't move, it doesn't register that movement. It registers the initial movement that the car was there, but it's not going to register that there is a constant cycle of cars. So after 8 to 10 seconds, the light's going to cycle. You need to be upset at the driver who isn't moving, is who we need to be upset at, because they're the ones that are messing up your commute. And probably, and I don't even, it's weird to say it because I haven't been out here, but looking at what the problems are, the driving patterns, it's probably what's contributing to the crashes, because in return, other drivers are attempting to beat the light. And you don't want to beat the light. You want to work in conjunction with it, right? So once this light turns green, we'll take one more swing through this intersection, and we'll wrap this baby up. We're going to head north here on Pine Hills through Silver Star Light in the right travel lane, headed northbound underneath the green light. Speed limit here is 30 miles an hour once you clear the intersection, and then it's going to bump up to 40 miles an hour. So the intersection here is Evans, because Evans High School is off to the right, so that should also be a red flag. You need to pay attention for pedestrians. We're going to cruise here. I've got my cruise control set, doing 35 miles an hour because the speed limit just bumped up here. Plenty of signs saying, hey, I just left the construction zone. Watch out for the pedestrians ahead. Signage that has lights on them. And this is the intersection in question, guys. Right here, Londonderry Boulevard at Pine Hills. Let's make a right, pull into the community here, and it is a residential 25 mile an hour posted community. But what I truly believe, and the answer to this, Trooper Steve on patrol today, is right here. Is people exiting this community need to make sure that they're paying attention. When you pick whether or not you're going to go south or north on Pine Hills, you need to be waiting for that light to change. It's also highly recommended, do not make the right on red here. You have a complete blind spot. You can't see nothing on your left-hand side. So how do I make a right on red? I don't. I'm going to sit here, I'm going to turn my signal on, and I'm going to wait. Yes, some people may honk their horn at you, but if you go based off of a honk and then get crashed into, it's not the person who honked at you's fault. They're not driving your car. I understand some people get mad. Listen, if I can't see something, I'm not going. So I'll sit here. And right now, I'm almost 100% sure there's not a car coming, but it's that 0.1 that makes me a little nervous. So I'm not going to go. We're going to sit here, wait. This light is going to cycle here in a second. And you should be paying attention. You shouldn't have anything in your hands. Look, I got nothing here. The cameras are mounted out of my view, so I don't have to worry about you guys. And I'm focused right up there at the traffic light, just waiting. Why? Because I needed to turn green so that I can go. And of course, we're also looking to our sides here. It's green, and we're going, guys. And that's it. So I think the cycle is fine, genuinely. I'd like to test it maybe on an evening if I could figure out how to do that. But I do think the cycle is fine. We have seen where the cycle is not fine, and we've reported it, and we've gotten it fixed. This one, I don't think is the problem. Based off of being out here for how long have we been here? I've been out here well over an hour. We've been streaming now 26 minutes. It's you guys. You need to pay attention. You need to take the phone out of your face, and you need to take your face and look at the traffic lights, because this area, 2.5 clowns basically we saw out here today. And I'd prefer if we did not see any. Hope you guys enjoy your Tuesday, day after Labor Day. We are back to normal. Please make sure you are focused, caring, and cautious out there. Weather this afternoon, Love you guys. Be safe, and please always wear